inspired by my latest video, which I thought would do much better than it did. But I tell you what, it's been a struggle lately to get views on the videos. Sign up is here. Good to see you. We've got the Red Crawler is with us tonight. Good to see you guys. D Glass and others. Appreciate you guys joining us here. Let's get into the comments now before the markets do open up. We have a few minutes. It takes about 2 minutes for them to propagate over on Kitco's site. So about 6:02, we'll get right at it. But James Owens, thanks for the membership, he says there. And yes, that came from members of this community who gifted some channel memberships. Very kind of them indeed. And good to see you guys. Paul Sargent and the cat is here as well. And Andres Guerrero. Good to see you guys. Pittsburgh says this on this video. Another big bank says to buy gold now video. By the way, welcome to Tucson Bubba with the bourbon pump, sanitizing the chat for us. Pittsburgh, I'm with you on this, Sal. Skepticism for sure. Now I think gold will tank. I know, it makes you wonder. Well, stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about that prospect in tomorrow's video. Good to see you guys. All right, Carrie Tarrant is here. We got Matthew Crush Life here as well. I also have some coffee and dark chocolate will be with us this evening. I have to be very strategic with the dark chocolate so you can't even tell that I'm eating it. Oh, Dirty Bastard Garage is here. Good to see El Nino de Vida. Welcome. Good to see all of you guys here with me tonight as we press forward here. Dean R is here as well. Good crowd already. Appreciate you guys joining me here. Let's get to the next comment. We have got this from I'm not old, I'm vintage. I like that. That's a cool name on the Costco video. This is a pretty big deal too. I do like to post news on the channel, precious metal news, and this is a bit of precious metal news that I think is kind of interesting. Selling like hotcakes, ask I'm not old. I bought 2 ounces of gold from Costco in the last 30 days or so and bought 0 hotcakes in that same time. So I would appear that gold might be selling better than hotcakes. I think so, you're right. Good point. In all seriousness, though, I happened to catch it right before the spike. Paid about $30 over spot, and within a week, spot surged past my buy price. I got a Buffalo $50 piece and a Pam bar. Couldn't be happier. That's awesome. I've never seen them available at my Costco. Way to go. It's awesome. Savage Stacker. Good to see you, Savage. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Nan Double X is here. We got JM Unleashed with us as well tonight. We love JM Unleashed. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. And Size 9 is rejoining us back again. Wonder where he went. Welcome back, Size 9. Good to see you guys. And Steve, a.k.a. Fish, is with us. Good to see Fish is here tonight. Good to see you. Ichthus, if you know what the Ichthus means. Press the number 1 in the chat if you know what Ichthus means, if I'm pronouncing that right. Fish probably knows. That's right. There's a reason why he's called Fish, and it's very scriptural. All right, let's see here. Twisted Twister says platinum rules. I'm a big fan of platinum on myself, but hey, it is what it is. All right, let's see here. Welcome. Good to see Long Live Coins is with us as well. We got about 2 minutes more before the markets open up. We're going to check those out in a moment, but I appreciate you guys being with me here. We're going to have a marginal amount of fun tonight. We don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, so it will be a marginal amount of fun that will involve, it won't even involve butter or margarine, but it'll just be nice. And SHTF says, I can't say that name, but anyways, money is no good. What do you think makes metal any better? And SHTF, and money is no good. What do you think makes metal any better? If you're trying to purchase something from me in gold or silver, I won't take it. How do I know it isn't fake? Metals will be faked en masse after an SHTF scenario. Actually, if it's an SHTF scenario, people won't have time to fake the metals. People will be desperate, and if you're toting fake metal, that could be a death sentence in a dystopian society. People won't be so forgiving with fraud. It won't be if you try to fool me. Well, let me just say this, that I did a whole series on this called Silver and SHTF. I outlined what the steps would be in an SHTF scenario. I think you might be surprised. It's 3 videos long. I hope you will check it out. But it really outlines what would happen in the immediate aftermath of a SHTF scenario. And I think I even discussed on how silver and gold could be used in a post-SHTF scenario. And that's really what it would be. And believe you me, the ingenuity of the human spirit is as such, they will find ways to be able to detect and be able to utilize. Because look about, if money is no good, well, they counterfeit that all the time too. That will not stop. And the fact of the matter is that everything will change in that kind of environment. And precious metals will play a role. I guarantee you. All right. And let's see here. We've got Grandy Graham. To the people who did this, if you are reading these words, please know that you now have a karmic debt that will be so impossibly devastating for you to pay. All right. This is about the precious metals scam and karma playing a role there. Karma, karma, karma chameleon, they say. All right, the markets have opened. Let's take a look and see what we've got here. They have opened up to the positive side here tonight, out of the gate. A little bit here. Gold is up $2.10 to $2,661 flat right there. Silver is up 6 cents, up 0.19%, and that is a pretty big jump for right out of the gate. However, I will say this, that usually it's a snap in one direction or another, and then it moves back the other way. So don't be too excited about these numbers tonight, folks. They could snap back the other way. We'll keep an eye on them, though. Platinum and palladium are also both up. And thank you, Jay Munlees, for posting a link to that silver and SHGF playlist. Appreciate that. Good to see B. Taylor is with us tonight. Fist pumping us. Good to see you, Bill, or B. Taylor. And Bill Arrington is here as well. Good to see you guys. John Bannon and Richie Luxury. Good crowd already tonight as we watch these markets come through. Appreciate you guys joining me here. And I've also posted a video, a very important video about October 1st, inspired by our good friend here. Actually, several of you in the last live stream made me aware of it, about Tony Erickson and others. And this is something that I think it's worthy to talk to. It could be a pivotal point. Let's put it that way. Something to kind of watch out for. So, yes, indeed, check that video out. And let's see here, after the stream is over, that is. Jennifer McDade is here. Good to see you. Welcome, Coins A to Z. So look at this. All right. This is interesting, folks. Things are getting a little bit excitable here. Silver's now up 14 cents in a matter of literally a minute or two after the markets have opened. This is interesting. Gold is up $4 right now. Platinum is up 5. Palladium is up 8. And this is interesting. We're gonna keep an eye on this and see, but could this mean that they're just snapping out, and this is the beginning of that snap out, and we're going to see it pull back and consolidate there in the Asian markets, or are we looking at silver perhaps getting up to $32 again tonight? You know, what's interesting is as this move in a matter of a minute or two up 14 cents, if we see that in the next minute or two, we're at $32 again. I kind of doubt. I think this is just a little one of those open market kind of snap reactions here. And we've seen this before, so don't get too excited about that, even though this is a pretty big jump from what was at 6 cents earlier. We're going to come right back to that. Let's go to some more comments. We're going to keep an eye on it for sure. Star Stackers here. Appreciate you guys being here. And let's see. We got Flex MTB joining us on this video here about what another big bank is urging you to do. That's 2 big banks. Will there be a third? I'll cover it if there is. Banks are saying to buy gold. I'm calling the top soon. Probably will sell some. Maybe will. Maybe I won't. Not financial advice, but when banks say to do something, we're probably 3 to 6 months away from the opposite. Yeah, I wonder about that as well. We'll see. PC Coinstar is here. Good to see you. Steve C is here as well. Good to see you guys. And let's move on. Let's get a few more of these. We're going to revisit the markets again, but that's a pretty big jump for sure. All right. Let's see what Abru Reger 007007 says on this. Platinum looks nice, but it's a jewelry metal, and it looks too similar to silver. So it's not good for liquidity, and it's never been used for money. Bad for stacking. Gold and silver are what people want. I just have 1 ounce bar for curiosity. I got a few years ago for around $850. Hopefully we'll go back to over 1,800 where it used to be. Yes. Although I will say that unless you, the only way you can confuse platinum for silver is if you don't have it to compare to silver, because you hold it in your hand or you even just look at it. It's unmistakable in my view. All right, let's see here. Let's do one more here from Buckshot George, and then we'll take a look at the markets again. All right, let's see what we've got. Good presentation on this platinum video, he says. Thank you. Don't be afraid to step out of the box of different metals. I like to be diversified, that's for sure. There is no law that says you can only have to buy gold and silver. I have platinum, palladium, copper, magnesium, titanium, even a lead bar, sealed of course. But I enjoy having different metals. They are beautiful. Me too. If anything, just I kind of collect. I'll also have some other exotic metals as well too. I don't have rhodium because I'd rather spend that money on other stuff. Some I have overpaid. Some I am doing great. Just enjoy doing this. Yes, gold and silver are the hedge masters. But have fun, diversify, and widen your portfolio with a different piece. See if you like it. Try the shoe on. Enjoy the hobby and life. Exactly right. That's my feeling too. I think that's a great attitude to have towards platinum. It's certainly not my primary metal to stack, but I am stacking it and collecting as well too. Good to see you. All right, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here tonight. And we're going to look at the markets here. All right, now it's kind of tampering back a little bit. It was up 14 cents after opening up about 6 cents up for silver. Then it went to 14 cents now, and then it stepped back to 9 cents. Now it's at up 11 cents. So this is interesting. The longer we see this hang on to these little bit of gains that we're seeing, and then it could solidify itself to be in an overnight session. We could see silver break through to $32 once again. 32.50, folks, is the number. That is the resistance. That is the resistance, the hard resistance for silver. Once we see 32.50 and hold that line for a period of time, then we could see another bit of a bull run up to 33 and maybe even 33.50 in the short term. But I think it's got to really pass on through that $32.50 side. And so far, every single time it's gotten there, we've seen it pull back. And just as we saw on Friday here, pretty big pullback. And yes, and I agree with sign up. 32.50 still seems low for silver. Silver is undervalued by any stretch. There's no question about it. And it's compared to gold. In fact, the gold to silver ratio right now is sitting at 83.91. And even though it's a pullback from where it was before with this latest run up, it is still a very, very wide ratio. All right, let's see here. Steve LaPointe strike is happening, he says, and I did a video about that. We're going to get to that in a moment here. Comments. I hope you all will check that video out. The algorithm did not scoot it out to very many people, so and it's been happening to the channel here as of late. So I hope you will check that out. And I thank Tony Erickson and others for sharing that news with me. All right, Tian Conscat says, keep buying silver bars because silver miners has been selling below market price because miners don't have proper contract pricing on mining. Yep, they can kind of subvert the markets. They have their all-in sustaining costs and the like. But yes, indeed. Yes, that's right. Gold to platinum ratio is tasty. Good to see you guys. All right. Let's see here. Good crowd tonight. Amazing. The notifications must have went out for this live stream. Appreciate you guys being here with me tonight. If you are so inclined, if you could press that thumbs up button, it is starting out to be a fairly exciting market tonight. The metals are bumping up a bit. So thanks. If you would be so inclined, there's a thumbs up button. It does require an incredible amount of energy. So I would understand if you wouldn't press it. But it might be worth the calories to do it because you'll lose a little weight because of that amount of energy that it takes to do it. Quarax Audio. If banks say you should buy gold, just wait a month or two because it will drop hard. Yep, a lot of people have some healthy level of skepticism for it, that's for sure. North Georgia Prepper says this. Do the opposite of what the big banks advocate. But gold is different. With a new round of QE and geopolitical issues, BRICS, I think gold is just starting to its build cycle. Many people feel the same way, and I think that in the short to medium term, I agree with that. But we could see it pull back. We'll find out. It's a year later, and gold is at all-time highs after this video is done. Yes, that's right. It has been an amazing run for gold, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of slowing down happening. But stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about that subject more coming up in another video. Red-haired redneck says this: I picked up my first platinum coin just the other day, and when spot was hovering around $998, I picked up a proof platinum eagle random year. I was thinking of just stacking the proof version since the reverse changes every year. I thought possibly there might be some collector's value in those besides the spot value. Can I get your thoughts on this strategy? Thanks for making so much great content, Sal. I've been stealth watching your content and live streams for quite a while. Thank you again, and God bless. Well, thank you, the red-haired redneck. It means a lot to me that you're watching, and thanks for stepping out of the shadows and making a comment. I like the proof ones too. I thought about collecting them as well, but there is still fairly high premium. And if you can find them for a closest spot, that's fine. Usually it's a random, and I've never seen a random proof eagle offering out there. But if it's there, and you can get it for closer to spot price, go for it for the fun of it. Some of them do have some numismatic value that will translate over, but it is a very narrow market, admittedly. Yes, indeed, a very narrow market. So just keep that in mind. That's why I call it the fringe precious metals. Let's take a look at the prices now again. All right, so silver is showing some resistance now. It's still up today, but it did not reach the 14 cents that we saw very early on here, within a minute or two of the market open. It is now up half of that now. It's cut that gain in half right now, up 7 cents. Still outperforming gold tonight, up 0.2% to $31.78 for silver. Gold is up just over 1/10 of a percentage point, up $3.10 to $2,662. Savage Stacker, thank you so much, my friend. The first super chat of the night from Savage. You are the man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much. He says, press that like button. Appreciate you guys doing that. And thank you, Savage. By the way, he's a very hard-working guy, and he is also has a great head on his shoulders with stacking. You should check out his channel. A very good channel and a great guy. Yes, indeed. All right. And let's see here. So there's where the market complex are. Platinum is up $4 and palladium is up $7. Both those metals now are above $1,000 in both the ask and bid price. But you can see the spread with palladium much wider. It's $40 between the two. Platinum, it's only $10 spread between the two. That's right. All right. Yeah, we haven't seen 79. 79 is known to pop in and out, Dean R. She might come back in. I may have offended her. Maybe that's no. She's not easy. She's got a pretty thick skin, so we'll see here. Thank you, J.M. Unleashed, for posting a link to Savage Stacker's channel. And here is Cybercurrent Twitcher here as well. That's right. I've been hiding her in my basement. And my basement is about the size of a crawl space, by the way. But hey, we'll hide her there anyway. It's got a dirt floor. It's got a vapor barrier. That's right. The people like to vape down there. That's why they do that. All right, Twitch Radio. Only time will tell anyways for the YouTube algorithm as always. Thank you. Appreciate that. These comments mean a lot. And algorithm food and the thumbs up help with the videos. And I really appreciate that, my friend. And Michael K. missed the surprise live. That's all right, Michael. He is here now. He is here now with the stiffs. That's right. There's Michael K. is with us tonight. Good to see you, Michael. Hope you're doing well, brother. Appreciate you so much. Astral Club says this on the platinum video as we march through. We're making short order of these comments because of the lack of views here lately. Having a platinum 1-ounce coin for fun is cool, but I wouldn't buy more than that. The LCS I have talked to on the topics that platinum coins turns too slowly. Gold and silver eagles, maples, on the other hand, often sell the same week. Yep, it is a much narrower market. It certainly is. You're right. Freaking Awesome is here. Good to see you. Thank you so much. He liked and shared on the community tab. I appreciate that very much. Very kind of you as we press forward. Oh, yeah. Let's answer one more comment. Then we'll look at the markets again. from Johnny Law, 31.34, again on the platinum video. The platinum to silver ratio is looking quite attractive right now. Maybe an exchange is a good idea. Maybe so if you don't have a whole lot of platinum. It might be a thing to consider for sure. But, you know, as I mentioned in the video, the you know, it is a fringe market. You know, there's not, it's not as liquid, and not as many people are as excited about platinum as gold and silver. So be it what it may. All right. Let's see here. Good to have Silver Surfer Chick is here. Good to see you, Silver Surfer Chick. And Silver Drill Pickle is here with us tonight. Good to see SDP. Let's take a look here again. All right, silver now holding steady. So I think probably what we're seeing here tonight, folks, is that snap up was what I call it. I don't know how else to look at it, but imagine a tense rubber band, okay? And you pull it tight, and then you let go. It's going to go crazy, and then it's going to become flaccid. And that's kind of an exaggerated version of what happens with the markets when they open up on Sunday night. Usually there's a pretty big move, to at least to some extent, at the very beginning, and then things kind of normalize as the night goes on. We may be seeing that with silver, as it was up 14 cents near the beginning. Now it's up 7 cents, which is still a pretty good uptick in price in the Asian markets there. Gold is also up, but it's barely up right now. It was up over $4 earlier, but it's now up $1.60. Platinum up 3, palladium up 7. We're going to check the volumes later as well. Let's see here. But we're going to get to this. Does Costco sell gold buffaloes? Yes, they do have been known to sell those as well. And eagles and the things. And look at this. Matthew Crust Life was first on this video from this morning. Big news. Silver has outperformed gold. Rally not over yet. And, you know, it's amazing how some people misinterpret what you say in videos. I had somebody who says, Sal, why are you always bashing gold? And I'm like scratching my head here. It's like, what? When have I ever bashed gold? If anything, I've been more friendly and kind to gold than I have silver. There's no way that I'm bashing gold. I can't think of any video where I've ever bashed gold or said anything negative about gold. It's just, you know, but the thing is the facts are facts, and silver has outperformed gold this year, and it's worth noting. And in fact, it's so worth noting that Matthew Crust Life gave me first and second on this video. Thank you, Matthew. And Jesus is King gave me a good morning on thank you very much. All right, and let's see here. You guys are awesome. And we've got Calvin Cooper. Good morning, Sal. On my way to church, praying for all. Thank you. Needed, especially in East Tennessee, North Carolina, parts of Georgia and South Carolina. Horrible flooding, especially in Asheville. Keep those people in your prayers for sure. All right. Let's see here. One of these Sunday nights before a year ends, I think metals will go wild. They very well could, Star Stacker. We've seen it before. We have seen gold go crazy, and silver too, on one of these live streams. One time it was a glitch, another time it was very, very real. Mark Razor is with us tonight. Good to see Mark Razor. So let's see here. Silver Surfer Chick says, morning, Sal and fellow stackers. Buy silver and food. You can't go wrong. There you go. Exactly. Good to stockpile in other preparations as well, and food being chief among them. Indeed. Always good to see you, Silver Surfer Chick. Thank you for being here. Ricky Millican, morning, Sal. I really enjoy your morning wake-up shows. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm more than ever, as the viewership has gone down, one thing I have noticed is that my diehards, the people who watch daily, are always there. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. It means a lot. You guys are what's keeping this channel going. It's certainly not the algorithm, so I really appreciate you watching. They get me moving. Live long and prosper. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate that, and I try my best. And let's see here. We have got this here over from Mike Kitten as a Grandmaster. Hopefully silver goes up to at least $40 an ounce. Well, I hope it doesn't happen by the end of the year for personal reasons, because I'm going to have to do 100 push-ups if that happens with a bet that we've got. Speaking of, let's see what's happening now. Silver has been hanging right there at 7 cents, up 7 cents for a little while now, 15 or 20 minutes, right at 7 cents. It's crazy. Gold is now sprouting back up a little bit, up $2, $2,660.90 right now. Platinum up 3 and palladium up 3. One thing you'll notice about the platinum group metals, they really only move mostly in dollar increments, I guess, or 50-cent increments, but you never really see otherwise. Thank you, NXX. Good to see you. You got to move it, move it, move it. That's exactly right. All right. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, Budget Stacker. Whoa, Budget Stacker. Thank you so much. He says, thanks for keeping us up with the market, Sal. Love silver, but loving gold a bit more lately, though getting harder to afford it. Yes, I understand that, Budget Stacker. It is tough to buy gold these days, and it just keeps climbing, it seems. And it's like it just went up 10 cents as I was reading your comment there. Thank you, Budget Stacker. Very kind of you. The second super chat of the night. Thank you, my friend. And let's get over here to Rubber City Rebel. $30 silver is a new floor. I think so. It's a very strong psychological number. And I even had mentioned at one point that $30 was the number to really hold on to. If we could stay above that for an appreciable amount of time, especially at the end of the month. And the end of the month is coming tomorrow. And it's more likely we'll probably will hold that. Then that's a good solid floor. I agree with that. Very cool. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Let's see here. Yes, Jesus is King. I did post a video about that today. You probably didn't see it, but I hope you will watch that video. I go through it in pretty good detail. So I hope you will check that out, Jesus is King. Coins A to Z. Some stacker sentiment towards platinum is low, but they may forget that contrarian strategy is buying assets currently priced at bargain price due to low sentiment is smart. Yes, indeed. It is somewhat of a little bit of a riskier thing to do, but I felt that way about platinum as well too. When everybody else hates it, that's when you get in and buy it. And I think right now platinum is kind of coming under the radar. I've always been a platinum bull, and I really do feel its time is coming. I don't know when that will be though, and because it is a one of those metals that is sort of on the fringe, so to speak. If you're going to invest in anything, that might be the thing to invest in as far as hard, solid metals are concerned. But know the risk involved in doing so. But platinum has traded so flat. Platinum has been essentially trading around the 900 to 1,000 range, mostly in the 900 range, for so long. You really can't lose, it seems like, in these markets. It's really in a tight spot, which is unusual. But anyways. All right. Let's get over here to step 4667 on this video from this morning, talking about celebrating the silver performance compared to gold. Says here, ex-stacker here, no longer stacking. Okay. I bought $100,000 in silver in 2018, paid $350 over spot, waited 6 years, disappointed 88 times due to market manipulation. Sold off all holdings when silver spiked above 30. Was hit with $3.50 under spot due to the fast market. Realized that such nonsense should have been expected in this corrupt generation. Hope does not spring eternal. Glad to be out. Well, I understand the frustration, but you made two big mistakes. Mistake number one, buying that much silver at one time. I think that, I think you probably did overpay per ounce. I don't know what you bought, but, I don't know, in 2018 and the like. But, the thing is if I don't know what you paid in 2018, what spot price was, but you probably did fairly well, all things considered. When adjusted for inflation, you probably did okay. But I probably would not have bought that much at one time. It's a huge gamble to bulk buy like that. I did a video about that some time ago, And it's really about averaging it out, dollar cost averaging. That's right, Michael K. And you didn't do it. You bought it all at once and held. That's really not the best strategy. So I understand your frustration, but I wish you would have been watching this channel back then. And I think I probably preached against that kind of thing even back then in 2018. But all right. Yes, indeed, very good. A GoPro for exercises. Yes, indeed. I don't know if you can stream live from those things or not, but yeah. And even then, nobody would really know. And I've actually had the camera on, but I can't show the whole body because of the way everything is there. I'm putting on the mask and everything like that to do it, and it was a pain. But I did show it. There's evidence of it there. All right, Chad Wolf, let's get the party started. Remember a few years back when Sal made a video from buying silver to buying gold? So I did as well. Best move I ever made, but I still buy both. That's awesome, Chad. I'm glad you did well with it. Yes, indeed. I don't ever want to steer you wrong. Rocky Superstar is here. Good to see you, Rocky. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Rocky is here tonight. Good to see Rocky Superstar. Gary Coover, then we'll look at the markets again from the video from this morning. And thank you, James O'Neill Brown, for the algorithmic emoticons. All of it helps. I really appreciate that. And says here, all the previous predictions that you made were always lower figures. What you always said, do a wood. Reach blows me away. I'm glad I followed your advice out. Thank you, Gary Coover. I'm not sure do a wood what that means, but thank you. I try to be as realistic as I can for the predictions and the figures where it could be, but I still can be wrong. Cemetery Shop is here. Good to see Steve LaPointe. Shan Jones bought his girlfriend a 10th-ounce kook for $130 when platinum was $950 last week. If it goes again, I'll do another more this week. That's great. Oh, she'll love that. That is awesome. Getting her feet wet in the world of precious metals. And let us now move to the markets. What are they doing now? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Hope springs eternal. I just wanted to say that. There's really no reason for me to say that. But silver is now up 11 cents. Up over a third of a percentage point tonight so far. Look at that. So the little snap that we saw at the beginning, really, it's back up again. It's re-showing itself. This is real market activity happening now. Silver moving up 11 cents in this short amount of time is a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big solid move as we are about let's see, about 17, 18 cents away from 32 bucks. Gold is up $3.30 now, 2,662 and 20 cents there. It makes me happy enough that I'm going to probably I'm going to suck on this piece of chocolate. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. And there's where they are now. Look at this. Oh, man. 2-ounce Sullivan metal round is on APMEX discount vault for $76.94. Nice. I wonder what it is over at Provident Metals now. I'm excitable. This is exciting. Now look at this, folks. As I suck on this piece of dark chocolate, silver is up even more. Up 13 cents. Almost up 14 cents. 14 cents was a high tonight. This is exciting, folks. Oh, now it's down 12 cents. Up only 12 cents. It was up 13 cents. That means all my hopes and dreams have been smashed. Man. Wow. All right. We'll keep an eye on this, but this is a pretty healthy move for this short amount of time. So we'll get back to that in a mere moments. And Count Slurpula. There you go. Counting Slurpula. $40 at peak, 33 at the closeout of 2024. All right. That is quite possible. Although part of me does not want the peak to be 40. I hope it goes up above that. I really do. It should. It really should go above 40 if it wants to perform anywhere near where gold has been performing. But there's a different market and dynamic with gold than there is silver. Trent Schaefer. Sal, what's more aesthetically pleasing, holding a 1 ounce gold coin or holding 6 1/4 ounce gold coins? Aesthetically pleasing, which means how they look, probably a 1 ounce gold coin because you can see more of the design. When you have 6 1/4 ounce gold coins, unless they're different designs, and even as such, it's a little bit smaller on there. But aesthetically, I would have to go with the 1 ounce gold coin. But I tell you, holding 6 1/4 ounce gold coins gives you more gold though too. So there is that. And if they're different designs, then that makes sense. But I would certainly take those. All right, so they are 75.57 over at Provident Metals. So they're cheaper there, right? Let's see here. What did he say that was? What did THS say? 76.94. So they're cheaper over at Provident. Let me bookmark that or pin that, son of a biscuit, for those of you who are interested in that. Thank you. 75. So cheaper over at Provident. Cheaper than, it's the wars between the bullion dealers for the salivate metal round. That's crazy. All right. Very good. And Brian McDaniel here, 20 minutes behind the live stream. Dead zones are paying. Yes, I'm sorry. He's driving. Thank you. We'll catch up, I'm sure. Really cold. Says here the silver cartel is still in there like a dirty shirt driving down prices. This week could be when it breaks out. Could be. I still believe in that natural market forces. But hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Brian McDaniel says, now I have that Paula Abdul song, Opposites Attract, stuck in my head. That's right. Opposites Attract. Forgot about that during song. That's right. Lena Mandernacht. Good to see you, Lena. Or Lena, good to see you. Glad you're here tonight. Matthew Bittner with a glass of milk and Motocan here on this one. Always appreciated. And Carrie Taryn on this analysis that I did about the silver outperforming gold video. He says, you nailed it. Thank you, Carrie. Yes, appreciate that. I'd like to talk a little bit about that. And I don't think, that given that the markets are different, there could be a situation where we see silver move up, continue to move up, and gold could come back, move back down. And we could see that ratio narrow even fairly dramatically. What would a dramatic gold to silver ratio narrowing look like? It's not going to be where it was in 2011 at 33 or 32 to 1. No, I'm thinking probably 55 to 1 would be the lowest we'd see that ratio narrow to, but we'll see. All right. And we've got Tim Diaz says here the following. The problem with silver is the premiums, and then if you decide to sell it, the LCSs want to give you way below spot. Well, they usually get $1 or so behind spot. And that other guy who said they were paying $3.50 below spot, he was dealing with the wrong place. He bought too much, sold too much at one time, and I think that's part of the problem. They had to unload $100,000 worth of silver from back then and then do it today. If they're going to be flooded with silver, they already have a lot, which means in order to do it, they're going to have to take in the to deal with the massive premium loss that you would find on that. Let's see here. My gold has done better for me. I do have silver, but I prefer gold. If silver does shoot up, I will trade it for gold ASAP. Thanks for the video. Thank you. Yep. And that is one thing. Gold does tend to hold those premiums more. You don't lose out as much. But there's other advantages for silver as well, too. For instance, if silver moves up, $1 an ounce, that's a much bigger deal than if gold were to move up $1 per ounce. That's in a very extreme situation, but I guess anyway. Dan Cooper, I'm waiting for a dip. I bought some silver last month when spot dropped below 28. Now, a few weeks later, I'm in the black, even with the premiums I paid. Once it drops 10% again, I'll jump back in. There you go. All right. It's a very dynamic market for sure. Silver Heist is here. All right. My goose has been cooked. I've never had goose meat, actually. Anybody have goose meat? I never had goose meat before, but we love Silver Heist. He did a great video talking about And what happened was First Mint freezing the price of their silver bars. If you could take advantage of that, man, you did really well. Check out Silver Heist's newest video. All right. Done very well, by the way, with the views on that one. Let's see here. Speaking of views, oh, man. I can't believe it. Silver's now back to just 7 cents up tonight. Wow. 31.79. It seems to default back to 7 cents up, where it was 11 cents up and 12 cents up, and gets smacked right back down to 7 cents up. And Twitch Radio is here getting ready for the winter. Appreciate you coming back. Good to see you, sir. And 1293 is coming to us from West Tennessee. Good to see you. Goose is phenomenal. Tom Larson says it's great, but it's dark meat. All right. Well, I as long as it tastes good, I don't care what color it is. You know, I do tend to like the breast meat, though, but it is anyways. But yes. All right. Let's see here. Oh, man, nice. Congratulations. Silver Heist got a 10-ounce bar from First Mint. Way to go. Good job. All right. Gomer had a cat barbecue in Ohio. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, yeah. You know, cats in the barbecue in Springfield. Red Crawler PMs will sell off this week since it's the end of the quarter. Okay. Red Crawler making a pretty big prediction there, but if we've seen that in the past, there's some sell-off, so we could see the prices go down. Something to keep an eye on. You might be right, Red Crawler. Thank you for that. But so far right now, silver is trying to push through past this up 7 cents. It is now up 8 cents. Gold is hovering up $3.10 right now as we watch these markets. And platinum is up $4 and palladium is up 2. So there's some activity tonight to the plus. Silver being a 1/4 percentage point up here tonight as we continue to watch things make their way through here and with the markets. Pretty exciting to see. Really, silver especially holding on to at least 7 cents. But right now it's now up 9 cents. There it is. Goose is our traditional Christmas dinner here. So I had it many times, similar to duck. Well, thank you, CCT. You know, there was a kid we used to play here in America, a game we used to play here in America. It's called Duck, Duck, Goose. And I can safely say I've never had duck either, or goose. And you know what they say about goose? What's good for the duck is good for the gander. No, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So with that being said, I've never had gander meat either. You know, sometimes I look at the gander. I take a gander at the gander. But anyways, all right, enough of that. I won't call it complete nonsense because there was a point to it all, but I just don't know what it is. Nickel Tromus, better for 1 year. How about the last 50? Silver is a dog. If you take into account Nickel Tromus, the two highs, which are anomalies in 1980 and 2011, you take those out of the equation, silver has done very well. And there were lulls, there were points of stagnancy, and I'm not saying that that can't happen again, but the stagnancy in silver's price will probably hover around, at the lowest, probably 30, 28, something like that for a while. But anyway, so we're good to go. Silver's fine. And even with the two anomalies, silver's fine. Let's see here. All right. Steve Davis with their very first super chat. 5 quid. 5 pounds here. Sal, do you have an opinion on the 230th anniversary flowing hair gold coin being released on the 14th of November? I did not know it was being released then. They must have just changed that date because it was just said fall. But on the release date, I don't have an opinion. I'm just now learning of it. It's interesting that waiting almost a full month to release that coin. After the silver medal is being released on the 15th of October. I will probably try to buy it, but it just depends on how much gold goes up from now and then. And likely it probably will go up, which means that thing very well could be $3,500 to $4,000 if it keeps going crazy for a 1 ounce gold coin. and likely probably closer to 3,500. It's probably going to be $3,600. The coin will be, but it could be as high as $4,000, which is insane to think about. But yeah. But good question. Thank you for letting me know. You shared some news with me that I was not aware. So I appreciate that so much. Yeah, it's a very steep price for those U.S. Mint products, and I don't know. It's just it's going to be a tough pill to swallow. Yes, indeed. I've had gator tail before. Actually, it is pretty good. It's a little rough. I mean, a little tough. It's been a long time since I've had it, but anyways. Everett Richer, top of the morning to you, Sal. Thank you. Welcome. Appreciate that. Sarah, good morning to you. Hope you had a good morning. The Silver Squeeze 2025. This is the only channel that says silver is not in a deficit. And I'm not even exactly so sure about it. It may be a little bit of deficit, but I'm probably one of the few that doesn't just buy into, what the Metals Focus says, taking a look at accounts. I think it's probably very close, if not there. But anyways, let's see here. All right. Yes, appreciate you guys for smashing that thumbs up button. How many thumbs up do we have now? Let's see here. Justin Sartain is here. Good to see Justin. Says it sounds like that guy had bought $100,000 of silver, bought the hype, and sold the dip. To do well with the metals, you buy silver when people are mad at silver and sell when everybody else expects silver to soar. That's right. That's true. Yes, indeed. You are right. All right, let's see here. We've got Helen Dobbs says, how wants paper silver when you can have the real thing? I think she meant to say, who wants paper silver when you can have the real thing? 189, thanks. Maybe we can get 200 tonight. That'd be cool. Thank you, guys. If you are so inclined, there's enough people here. Literally, there's enough people here that have not pressed a thumbs up button. If they were to press it, we would get 300. Literally 300 in an instant. If everybody pressed the thumbs up button that is logged into an account, they could do it. Anyways, I would just keep buying hard silver. In other words, physical silver in your hand. Good suggestion. Good way to go. Very good. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you being here. Super E-Rock, looking forward to Market Watch today. And we are here. Is Super E-Rock with us? Because we're watching the markets right now. Hope you would join us in. And Skywalker Precious Metals is with us tonight. Good to see you, Skywalker. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. I have room for 24. There's as many Haitians as want to watch this live stream. We'll take them. We'll take them. Come on in. Bring in the barbecues. We'll have a good old time. Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you, guys. Let's see here. And Barbados Trident coins are out. Yes, I've seen those. And it looks pretty cool. They have a little different background on them. And that's what they do. They change the background every year on those. Which is pretty wild. All right. Yeah, they don't update live here either. I'm showing 0 thumbs up. That's why I usually ask you guys, what the thumbs up are on. But thank you guys for thumbing up. Reptilian Overlord says we have 197 thumbs up. Steve says we got 223. So I'm hoping we can get there. Above and Below is here. Hello, good to see you. Above and Below. And let's see here. And look at this. Speaking of going above and not below, silver is above now. It's up 13 cents tonight. 0.41% increase. It's now getting close to the high that I got today, which was 14 cents. And so now my mood is uplifted. All right. So silver is going to determine my mood for tonight, folks. If it drops back down just up 7 cents, it's going to really piss me off. I'm going to be just angry. I'm going to be pretty mad. I'm probably going to take it out on all of you. Just forewarned. If it goes back to just being up 7 cents, now if it gets down and it's only up 3 cents, I'm going to be really probably spastic. I'm probably going to be apoplectic. I'm going to be probably going to need counseling. If it were to drop and go into the red at all tonight, I'm going to need an intervention. I'm going to need an intervention. So we've got to keep silver up to keep me in a good mood. That's it. It all depends on it. 14 cents. Now I'm really happy. Now, if it gets too crazy, if silver goes up 20 cents tonight, I'm going to need Ritalin or Ritalin or whatever that drug is called, because I'm going to be bouncing off the walls. If it goes over $32 tonight, another 16 cents or 15 cents, if it gets over $32 an ounce, I'm going to just go, I'm going to probably be doing backflips and all that kind of jazz. But that's going to cost a whole lot of energy expended. We can't do that. I'm awfully moody tonight. Oh, it's up 15 cents now. Broken a new record for tonight anyway. Up 15 cents. I'm a pretty happy camper, even though I never go camping. There's no camping that's done. The only kind of camping that's done here is I have a campy live show. Yeah, a little campy humor going on here, but that's about it. Maybe I need a Xanax. Justin Sartain says, Super Chat Train, I will provide this smoke. Choo choo, mother effers. Thank you, Justin Sartain. Sorry, I was quoting Pack and Pilot there. Thank you, Justin, with the 10 spot. He's got the locomotive, and it's up to you to provide the rail cars, and then who's going to give the caboose? I hope it's somebody with a nice booty, but that's just me. But thank you so much. Ritalin is pharmaceutical meth. All right, so maybe I'll avoid that. All right, might just go straight meth. I might need an intravenous intervention. That's exactly right. If this thing continues, it's going to be intravenous. Let's go camping. Exactly. All right, we'll get back to that. I need to step away from that. I need to breathe a little bit here. Michael K says, celebrate good times. Come on. We going to celebration times. Come on. I think that's what he's referring to. I'm not sure. All right, let's see here. And we've got quarter. PY4HR says, I definitely like silver. As for shortage, it's like any other commodity. Mining will increase recycling or any other method of filling in the void. But all other sources will increase the price. Labor and fuel costs is going to make the huge difference. Excellent info, Sal. Thanks. Yes, labor, fuel costs, and everything else is something that is going to definitely going to prop up. That's why silver will never go to zero, because it's intrinsic value, but also the manufacturing value. 238 likes. Thank you. All right, we're getting closer to 300, but we're there. Rick Coroots. Yeah, usually it's too busy on a Sunday night for the guitar, but who knows if silver gets too crazy, we might have to whip the guitar out. Look at that, up 16 cents right now. I tell you what, if silver goes up to $32 an ounce tonight, I'll whip the guitar out, okay? I will whip it out right here, and we'll strum a couple of chords. I will invent a chord and play it. It's probably going to be a very dissonant chord, but I will invent a chord to play for you. All right. That's indeed. All right, let's see here. Let's slurp away at some coffee here. Now it's up 15 cents, so it's trying to hang on to that. Will it continue? We'll find out. Let's see here. 14 cents before we see 32 tonight. Will it get there? That's a pretty tall order. That's a big ask, I think, to see silver go up 30 cents tonight. That'd be hard pressed to see that happen. All right, FTW Wolf says here, silver has a long way to go. Indeed it does, and people get frustrated when it has a slow price action when compared to gold. I hold it and will continue to buy it. However, gold is a much higher priority as an investment, at least for me. I understand. Certainly I do. Yes, I got to be careful what I whip out. That's true. You're right, Rocky Superstar. And, yep, you're right. It's slow price action. People have to be really patient with silver. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. Zardoz is peeking through and thumbing up this video from this morning. Thank you, Zardoz. Kilo Washer says, hello, I'm a retired aerospace worker. There's about a half a dozen electric aircraft to come out over the next 5 years. Think about it. Interesting. I heard about electric airplanes for sure. And, oh man, Sign Up bought 20 Silver Eagles, a whole tube of them for $800. Nice. Way to go. Congratulations. And, yes, indeed. And Justin Sartain was very kind. He started the Super Chat train. And so, yes, indeed, will that keep? He might be the locomotive and the caboose. Oh man, look at that! Mark Razor's added a car rail to the super chat train. Thank you. $5. It says, Sal, without going into specifics, what other things do you do for income? Don't answer if you wish not to. You're very smart. Just wondering. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It is mostly my full-time job. Well, it's completely my full-time job. And then this YouTube. Those are the two things I do. I used to have a musician job, and where I had gigs and the like, but that kind of dissipated, and really it was not as it really didn't make much money there. It wasn't about money; it was about the good times, about the fun there. But that was a source of income, but not as much. But yeah, that's it. That's about probably between the two. I'm probably working about between 70 to 80 hours a week between the two jobs. A lot of work involved. But yes, that's just it. Let's see here. All right, stick it to the rafter says here. I can't wait for the day when news breaks that the United States is increasing its gold reserves. And so far, there's not any official word that they've added a single ounce or even a tenth of an ounce to the official holdings. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Slurping away here more at this. Let's do one more, then we'll take a look at the markets again as we continue to press on. Don't forget the groupies. Yes, indeed. We don't have any groupies, sadly. All right. All right, we've got unaffiliated with some algorithmic emoticons. Looks like some bread there, and I don't know if that's a hot dog or something, and a salad. A bread and salad, I'm not sure. For the YouTube algorithm, thank you. DCA and chill. Dollar cost average and chill out. Thank you. Twitch Radio. Mate de Fior says, I'd rather have gold even though silver is great. Yes. Yep, there you go. Understandable. Jen Stibe says, buying more on the dips for the long hold. There you go. That's the best way to do it. Buying the dips and hold for the long time. Let's take a look here. All right, a little bit of resistance here now. It's up 13 cents. Still pretty happy camper. And oil reserves are falling, says Rocky Superstar. Yeah, our oil reserves have been falling for a while when Biden released them earlier in the year to keep the prices low for political reasons. But crazy. So there it is. Silver's up 13 cents. Gold is up $3.60 tonight, up 0.14%. to $2,662.30. Platinum is up 4, palladium up 3. So there is the numbers for tonight. Everything is in the green. So yeah, everything is up. If you're a buyer, this is not good news, but it is what it is, and anything can happen overnight. We may be very surprised, and London markets may take a turn in the other direction. We might see the precious metals fall, and by New York time tomorrow, we could see them into the negative, into the red. We'll see here. All right, let's see. More oil reserves being released. Okay, wow. So he's releasing even more. Crazy. That's supposed to be for emergency purposes. That's insane. He wants to get the prices down before November so they can say, oh, look where prices are now. And no one's talking about that. It's that when this happened, I remember when this happened. That's the only reason why prices are lower or have been falling is because they released the oil reserves, which is not what they're there for. It's not what they're there for. Very good. All right, let's see here. So there's where those markets are. We'll get back to those in a moment. Wasilla Stacker with some algorithmic emoticons that did not translate on this video. Now, Zimbabwe gold-backed currency in big trouble. Yes, a very important video, news video. If you have not seen that, I hope you will check it out. There's news happening. I like to report on it as soon as I hear about it. That's part of this channel does. DV 2033. I love silver and always will buy, but I've never lost putting $20 and $40 gold every Friday. Never lost. That's great. I'm proud of you. That's awesome. Yes, indeed, it sure is. 259 likes. We need 41 more. Thank you. Let's see here. And let's see here. F37 Metal chimes in on this video about these silver outperforming gold. Says this. Great video, very cool info, plus busting silver mound. But I think that gold round looks very lonely. So I gotta say, is my silver so bright I gotta wear shades. There you go. That's right, brother. Oh man, thank you, Tony. You are the man. Appreciate it. And by the way, it's funny because there's an interesting dynamic in the video. We're gonna get to in a moment because I've got a lamentation to share with you. That's crazy. All right, thank you, Sabinator. Thanks for popping in tonight. If you could hit the thumbs up button on the way out, I'd appreciate it. Let's see here. Virgil Kane says silver has at least a 30% sellback liability in Greece. Interesting. It's amazing how different the markets are there for sure. Whoa, look at this, folks. This just came in. Whoa, thank you so much from Skywalker. Thank you, Skywalker. Precious Metals just sent $20 via PayPal friends and family. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. Boom, Shalaka. Is he still here? Skywalker preems. Yes, I saw that email. I just popped in. With Goose, go, oh, man, cook the goose. Oh, that is great. I love that. That is awesome, CCT. Oh, my goodness gracious. That was funny. I love it. So clever. Very creative indeed. So, yes, thank you, Skywalker Precious Metals. You are the man. Thank you for that kindness. And let's see. I hope he's still here. Thank you. Thank you. There he is. Thank you, brother. Wow. Very kind of you indeed. Appreciate it. Let's see here. All right. Gold sell back in the country of Greece and other Balkan countries. And recommending silver is irresponsible compared to the gold sell back advantage. Wow. It's crazy. All right. Esmar says this. It won't be long before we get to this afternoon's video. Says this. We have to remember that buried in the 2017 tax cuts that gave U.S. corporations a huge tax cut, basically a 0% tax rate for all offshore profits. How can you not move outside of work in the U.S.? Now we know why every business Trump visited and promised would never go away, then close in 2018, 2020. And businesses like John Deere need to move business outside the U.S. Think about it. Corporations will pay zero taxes for all offshore profits and only pay 21% max tax on U.S. profits, while most of us pay 22 to 35. Rigged and screwed by GOP, and I used to always vote for them. Well, I questioned some of your data here. I don't know that anybody's ever paid taxes by having offshore. That's the reason why they do offshore. I don't know that there was ever people escape taxes all the time because of the loopholes in the tax code, of which Trump participated in. So I don't know that that's true, number one. Number two, corporations don't pay taxes. They don't pay taxes. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand. So, Esmar, let me break it down for you. Corporations will always and every single time pass those taxes on to you, the consumer. You pay those taxes. And in reality, it's immoral to tax an entity that doesn't live. Businesses don't live. It's the people in the business that pay the taxes, or the people that are in. And in the end, it always goes back to people, not entities. There's never been a corporation tax. So that's and so you're falling for, Esmar. You're falling for the class warfare that the left has been perpetuating about paying their fair share and everything like that. So and the thing is this whole thing about paying from 22 to 35%, that is immoral too. Success should not be punished. Success should not be punished. People should pay the same rate. Loopholes should be taken away. There ought to be a national consumption tax and the like. And so anyways, but Trump is now proposing doing away and eliminating taxes on Social Security, which I agree, because you've already paid taxes on that money. And that's your quote entitlement. It's really a scam, but it is what it is. But don't get me started on that. But you should vote for Trump. That's for sure. And All right. Gold Aztec says this. Morning, Sal. Another great video, sir. There's more info on the 2025 Silver Eagle and Star Privy. Coin News has a whole article on it. In the game is 8 ERA in collaboration with NGC. There will be a second coin with an Eagle Privy as well. Interesting. Wow. Thank you for that. Wild. All right. Yes, indeed. That's true, Steve. Yep. Very high tax states. It's crazy. Let's do one more, then we'll take a look at the markets again. Silver Dad knows. Silver will continue to outperform gold because its lower price point makes it fractional gold to many, driving increased demand for industrial use and investments alike, while its greater volatility offers explosive upside potential in a world where both precious metals are rising, but silver seems vastly undervalued. Yep. And that's just it. I think right now we're not seeing as much demand for silver right now, but that could change. And I think people will probably chase after FOMO, and the most logical place to go will probably be silver on its way up. We'll see. Born Hunting, good to see you. Welcome. Glad you're here. And now we're seeing gold up $4, up 0.15%. Silver's up 14 cents now. So many little resistance around this area. There it is. And $31.85 for silver. 14 cents climb so far tonight. Michael K is reporting we have 270 thumbs up. We'll need 30 more to reach our goal of 300 tonight. Oh yeah, let's see here. So there it is. 14-cent climb for silver. And so far, silver's been the winner of the night so far, up 0.43%. Silver Boy Blues just gave their first super chat. Thank you so much. $1.99 from Silver Boy Blues says, why is the CPM guy negative about our community? CPM guy. You have to remind me who CPM guy is. But anyways, let's see here. Long Live Coin says, hey Sal, how many PM dealers sell your channel round? Also, how would I get on your list to be a dealer myself? I would be honored to be able to offer. Oh, I didn't know. Long Live Coins. That's cool. Thank you. I can put you in touch with Intalio Mint. Intalio Mint might be able to do it. They may have a minimum order of like 100 or so. But yeah, that would be cool. Long Live Coins. Shoot me an email. I will try to reach out to I'll try to reach out to my contact at Intalio to see if we could get you in on that. But yes, thank you. I appreciate that, Long Live Coins. And very kind of you with the 10 spot. Appreciate that. Very kind indeed. And check out Long Live Coins channel, and he is a dealer too, so check him out. Gary, don't you mean vote Republican? Trump is now dragging the party down. Hillary was the only Dem Trump could have beaten 16. Trump is the only R Kamala can beat. Well, it just depends on what you read and where. I think the race is going to be very, very close, Gary. Very close. And remember, take Trump out of the equation, put anybody else in there. In fact, Mitt Romney was in there in 2012. Mitt Romney, who is now the darling of everybody on the left, for being a committed and moral man, and for being even keeled and not everything. But in 2012, this was a guy who abused animals, who had binders full of women. They demonized him like crazy. And so if it's not Trump, it's somebody else they'll demonize. They will stop at nothing. It's just that with Trump, you have somebody who is fighting back. And the thing with Trump is, and this is the one thing I've come to understand about Trump. Yes, I don't like some of the things he says and what have you. But you take a punch at Trump, he's going to hit you back 3 times as hard, maybe even 4 times as hard. We need that. We need a fighter for our principles, not somebody who is going to just, capitulate and bend. And he stands tough and stands strong. And this is why I I like to be intellectually honest, but I have a lot more respect for Trump now than ever before. He's lost several $billion running for president, and he is very much against the status quo. He's against the establishment in both parties, and I think that is sorely needed these days. I really do. All right, let's see here. All right, let's get back here. But good question. Silver is up 16 cents now, almost a half a percentage point, folks. I'm getting happy again. I'm getting all giddy. Yes, indeed. I'm giddy to the max. Well, not quite. We get to $32, and I'm going to go crazy here. Gold up $4.40. Platinum up 3. Palladium up 3. You know, a lot of times, folks, we'll see these two metals trade exactly together. And right now, they're trading at the exact same rate, 0.3%, and the same dollar amount. How often do you see that? Not very often. It's crazy. All right. Let's see here. All right, now let's move up to the next one. Pretty Kitty says, $1,300. This bracelet is $2,900 now. Oh, I should have bought it back then. I know. I hear you, Pretty Kitty. Part of me would have liked to have had that too. They were fairly high premium back then, but it would be cool to have it. I have a gold ring, though. Pure gold ring, which is pretty cool. No IQ, stack to hold. That's right, No IQ. You said it, brother. That's what I do. Buy low, stack high, or hold high, which is, actually, that's an exact quote from JM Unleashed. It came up with that. I like that. I like it a lot. Let's see here. A Drexel sword. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. 273 likes. We're getting there. We're getting closer. Thank you, Star Stacker. All right, have a good evening. Thank you, Jesus is King. If you don't mind, press the thumbs up on the way out. Yes, indeed. Very good. And what else do we have here? Where are we at? If I'm trying to find that response to the other comment, somebody asked me about I forgot what it was. CPM. That's clicks per minute, by the way. That's a metric in YouTube analytics, CPM, clicks per minute. So I'm not sure. Let's see here. All right. Very good. I miss a lot. Oh, thank you, Jesus is King. All right, thank you, Skywalker Precious Metals. Thank you again for your kindness. Appreciate your support and your kindness, my friend. I appreciate that. And yes, indeed. Yeah, I do apologize. There's a lot going on in the chat. Sometimes I don't see everything that pops through. And so, yes. T the Silver Stacker, going in the right direction. I like to see a slow, steady climb. Me too. That makes it a lot more baked in. All right, somebody, MKP Stacking, showing silver at $31.97. You're looking in the wrong place. You're looking in the wrong place. Let me preach it to you. Silver is $31.86 right now. You're probably looking at a bullion dealer's website. That shows the futures market. That is not spot price. That is not spot price. This is spot price here on Kitco, which references TradingView. There's only a handful of places that actually show the actual true spot price under different exchanges, Loanda, DXY. There's a lot of different ones. There's a place you can go to see that. Crafty Stacker with a thumbs up. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Dean. Appreciate that. That sneeze was just to garner sympathy from the community. It was a completely manufactured and orchestrated sneeze, just so I can get people to say, God bless you. Now, will it work? It looks like it's worked for some of you. You guys fell for it. It's called a deep fake sneeze. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see here. Have a good night, Rocky Superstar. Are you going live tonight, brother? So there it is. Silver up 14 cents. Gold up 380. Let's get back over here to this from what causes silver to milk spot? Can milk spots be removed? A video that provides some good tips that I thought would do better than it did, but it didn't. Anyways, Virgil Kill. Aliens put milk spots in silver coins. They do it just to annoy us. The only solution is to cover our silver with aluminum foil to reflect the alien milk spot rays. There you go. I love it. That's great. All right, so check out Rocky later on tonight at about 8 o'clock. I think he'll be live. Alex says, outperform gold $30 to gold 2,600. That's worse than a joke. Silver should be at least 1,600. All right, Alex. I don't know what world you're living in, but I live in the astral plane here on this terra firma. That's where I like to live. Yes, indeed. It's fun here, and it's real here. I like to be as real as I can. Let's see here. Deep snake fleas, sneeze, deep flake sneeze, deep fake. That's how I'm doing. Whoa! Large Job just dropped a massive thermonuclear bomb of 50 salivate metal memberships across the bow. Look at that. Boom! Lars. First thing. I mean, we didn't even see that coming. I mean, that just came in. Boom! I love Anagata Vita. Anybody got a Dorito, baby? I want to crunch on it. Yes, not maybe. Anybody got a Dorito, honey? Yeah. Thank you. All right, thank you. Yes, and thank you, Jamon Lease, for posting a link to Rocky Superstar and the gift that keeps on giving, Large Job, more. Look at everybody getting those. If you receive one of those from Large Job, give him a warm thank you. Boom, Shalaka. Crazy. Look at that. Wow. Thank you, Lars. Man, you were the man. All right. Virgil Kane also says on this milk spot video the following. Sal, this is a great video on the explanation of milk spots and how they form and how they do not affect the value of our silver. They're unsightly, but they do not affect the value of the silver. I hope you're right and that more mints will do what Canadian Mint has done to prevent milk spotting on their coins. I hope so, too. And another thing, one benefit of milk spots, and I know people joke about this, but it really is true. If you see a milk spot on silver, that means you know that it is the real genuine article, right? Which is pretty nice. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. And we've got this from Dennis Niemeyer. Buy the dip, close the border. There you go. I like that. Good advice all around, for sure, for that one. And let's see here. Tony Everyday 19 says this here. The thing I don't like about silver is the premiums. I understand. And also the negative price when you do sell. So in reality, it's a huge swing from buy price and what they buy it to form the price. An eagle is always $4 to $5 over spot, but most places will only give you spot for them when you sell. Maybe a buck over if you find a dealer that wants them in a shop. And rounds are always a few dollars back a spot. And bars they screw you on. I won't ever buy a bar again. I'll just stick with gold like I have for many years. I understand that. I don't know. I'll have to check to ask one of my local coin shops how they treat silver bars. But yep, that is one of the drawbacks. We have 296 thumbs up. Thank you. That's great. Lidford is here. Thank you again, Lars Job. That was amazing. Boom. Lars, you were the man. Very kind of you indeed. All right, let's see here. Let's do one more and we'll take a look at the markets again. We're moving away through these. It's been a good night for silver, especially silver, but gold as well. Gold is up a little bit. So, FK Illa, are you gaslighting us? Gold has far outperformed silver, and it's not even close. Ever heard of BRICS? Why do countries and banks buy gold and not silver? Fikala, I had food tonight, but none of it was gassy, so I don't have any gas. But I will say this, that I'm feeling something, a bowel movement coming on, so I don't know. But no, it is not even close. You're right. It is for this year, as I mentioned in the video, silver has outperformed gold pretty substantially. And BRICS has nothing to do with it. Central banks have nothing to do with it. I'm talking about the price action of silver compared to gold. And by the measures, by every measure since the January of this year, and really it started in March, silver has outperformed gold. So, as Dean said, did you watch the video? That's what happened. I don't think he did. But anyways, but thank you. All right. Let's do one more from Angel Eyes, which is a song by Jeff Healey, by the way. If you ever heard the song Jeff Healey, Angel Eyes. Silver shine on. There you go. Let it shine on. I'm going to try to barter for a mobile home. I can't handle living homeless, but I keep telling myself to hold tight. I may lose a lot right now and value to come, but winter is coming. I'm disabled, working at the best I can. Love your channel, Sal. Thank you. Wow. Well, I tell you, I hope you can get it, and that is tough. I didn't realize. Wow, that's tough. I didn't know you were homeless. Hang in there, Angel Eyes, and I hope you'll be able to get it and be able to. If you're stacking, maybe it's more important that you have a home where you can keep warm in the winter. So if you have silver, I would definitely probably use that to your advantage to barter to get that mobile home. Yes, indeed. And being disabled sucks, and I'm sorry. Hopefully you're, if you have SSI or some other resources or whatever there, maybe Social Security, if you took it early, might be a good time to use that as well too. Cold Dead Hand, silver falling $2 is not a defeat. It's a glorious opportunity. That's right. It is indeed. Most buyers understand that. Speaking of silver, it is now up 15 cents. I tell you what, this has been good. For the amount of time we've seen as this hour has pressed on, we are seeing it hold on to some pretty good gains. Not rapid, crazy, but enough to be noticeable. And we've not seen that 7 cents, up 7 cents, for quite a while now. All right, have a good night, Cybercurrent Twitcher. Yes, indeed. Keep your feet in the stars. Keep sliding your silver down the CCT slide. That's exactly right. Very good. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker is exactly right. They are taking in a lot of silver. And so the more silver that's being sold, the less they're going to give you for it. They're being inundated with it. You're right. You're hearing more and more about that for sure. And the several LCSs I go to have a lot of silver in hand. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Where we go. And, all right, John. Have a good night, John Bannon. Thanks for being here. All right. Let's get back over here to Angel Eyes. 1,500 plus views on YouTube and only 293 likes. I hit the thumbs up. Thank you. That usually is the case. It's only about 10% of the viewers actually engage with the thumbs up button. If I could get 25%, that would be great. But we are 5 likes away from 300, according to Steve LaPointe. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Hopefully we can get 5 more at least. Dean R. says on this video here from this morning, if you guys have not seen it, I hope you will check it out. Says this. Thanks, Sal. Sorry I haven't been more active on your videos. So much going on with weather events and the Middle East wars. Yes, indeed. There's a lot going on for sure, Dean. I understand. And I appreciate you taking the time to come back. And means don't ever have to apologize. I know life gets in the way. And I appreciate you, brother, very, very much. Yes, indeed. And thank you, JM Unleashed, for posting a link to CCT's channel. And folks should also check out your channel for fun and excitement as well, too. And Joseph Pye says, when and if silver ever hits over $50 per ounce, we can start maybe talking about a rally. $30 is peanuts. Well, Joseph Pye, you may not be paying attention, but silver has climbed dramatically. Watch the video in this year. That is a rally. And yes, compared to $50, but the thing is, $50 should not be your metric. $50 silver in 2011, $50 silver in 1980 were both anomalies. They were not normal market conditions that caused those. What we're seeing right now is a normal market rally, a healthy market rally. This is something that's real and not going to just banter back in the other direction because of inflation that we're seeing here. Think about that for a moment. That's really what it boils down to. Medusa Skull says this. People kept saying silver was cheap, but from past data, every time the ratio falls below 80, it's always in gold's favor. Well, that means that the ratio would widen then, if that's the case. When the gold to silver ratio increases above 100, that's when silver is in a good position. Well, for buying it is, but not for selling. I will buy silver if gold hits 3K and silver remains at 30. Or silver drops to 27 and gold remains at the current price. ratio between gold and silver is always super good at 100. Well, I mean, I think you're using a wrong metric to buy. You're relying too much on the gold to silver ratio. You can't. In fact, we got to 90 fairly recently. In a sense, gold and silver they do trade in correlation, but they're much looser correlated than ever before, which is why the ratio is so high. There's more uses for silver than ever before. In fact, the video that I did, like, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, just got removed, and I almost got a almost got a strike on it because of, quote, medical misinformation, talking about what silver does in medicine. And it's insane, but it's true. And they would not tell me what I did wrong, by the way. And the timestamp that they quoted was during the music at the very end of the video. So frustrating with them. No one is going to die by me talking about medicinal uses that silver has. Anyways. All right, very good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about Chris Christopherson passed away today. I am familiar with him. How old was he? He was pretty old. Also, Sergeant Taggart, from who recently just did the movie with Beverly Hills Cop. He didn't look very well in that movie, but he passed away at the age of 76 today as well too. So it's sad when you see old actors and musicians pass away. Chris Christopherson was a legend, and I didn't know a whole lot about him, but anyways, let's see here. DD Prepper. One way to look at it, every ounce you hold is a fiat money printer, and governments are printing the fiat is fake fiat as fast as they can, and totally worthless trash. Well, I hate to break it to you, DD Prepper, but cash is not worthless. Obviously, we need it to buy goods and services today. It is being decimated by the powers that be, though, and it is what I refer to as unsound money. Bad money. We need good money. Good to see Native Stacker is here. Welcome. Good to see Native. Been a while. Good to see Josh Yuan is here. And he's saying thank you to Lars Joe for that. That's cool. Thank you. Good to see you guys. Glad you're here with us tonight. Yes, indeed. Great Johnny M. If the currency loses strength, silver will gain strength and more. That's right. Typically what happens. Not always, but it does happen. Norwegian Maid, the lovely Norwegian Maid, chimes in here and says the following. Let me see here. Oops. What's going on here? We've got this. I still have lots of faith in silver and have kept on buying because at some point, I think today's prices will look cheap. Yep. Sooner or later, they're going to keep climbing, and they're going to certainly hedge against what's going on with the dollar for sure. Lessa Anderson, good to see you. Welcome. Glad you're here. Appreciate you coming here with us tonight. Rob Moran is also with us here. Good to see you. Almost done with this coffee here. Let's slurp away a little bit more. All right, let's take a look at the markets now, shall we? Oh, there, look at that. Gold is up $4.10 right now. I think that's very close to the high where it was at earlier, $2,663. Silver is up 16 cents now to $31.88. We need 12 more cents to reach $32. Platinum up 5, palladium up 3. There you go. All right. Bill 457, Sal, do I what? Like pickle hearing. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm not a big fan of pickles. Whenever I order hamburgers, I usually take the pickles off. And yes, indeed, yeah. Yeah, we said hello to Native. It's always good to see Native. All right, 4 wheels for Rob. What a beautiful display. Can't go wrong with silver and gold and maybe some copper. There we go. Pre-82 cents is the best way to stack that. And we've got Richard Metcalf commenting from last night's surprise live. Just can't seem to catch you live. I will watch them, but I listen to the chat banter. You rock, Sal. The Wolfman Jack of Precious Metals. Thank you, Richard Metcalf. It means a lot to me. I know schedules are tough, but I am pretty consistent with the stream. So if you can't watch them live, I'll always keep the replays up so people can listen to them afterwards. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch them. Yes, indeed. And again, I can't tell you, since the views have been down lately, which means that the videos are not getting out to new audiences, I am relying mostly on you guys that are my regular watchers to keep watching. So I really appreciate you guys doing that, for sure. Gold Chick says, no bonuses. It's called the scissor effect. There we go. This is on the video that I did that was inspired by Tony Erickson. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a moment here, because there is a curse. There is a curse on this channel. Yes, indeed. And I'm going to explain what that curse is here in a moment. Martinko, I thank you for being so prolific. I really appreciate it. You are the man. I like the way you stink. Okay, I went too so far. All right. Well, Martinko, no gas. Actually, hold on a second here. A little bit of a... There was a silent one there, and that was just for you, Martinko. All right, here we go. The way I stink. Red Crawler, explore! Some algorithm for the channel. Prayers for everybody in distress from the hurricane. Thank you. Yes, we pray for the people, especially in North Carolina and Asheville, and everybody else affected by the hurricane. Lots of flooding, and it's very sad. People lost everything in those places. I can't imagine. It's horrible. Hoosier Stacker is here. Welcome, Hoosier. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Mark Razor, what do you think about the premiums on early Engelhard and a specialty mint bars that command the high premiums way over spot? And there is a collector market for those. And so if you're really on the search out for some of those rare vintage collectible pieces, you will pay a higher premium. However, Mark, always be on the lookout at your local coin shop. Most local coin shops don't dabble in that stuff. So you might find a hidden gem in there. And I've known many places that have sold, or at coin shows, some of the coin shows too, you might find a bargain for that old stuff. You know, they don't really care to really research some of that stuff. It is a very, very specialized market. So you might be able to find something. I know some of these people that do have that stuff do very well. Very good. Oh boy, let's see. Tony, oh man, another surgery. Whoa. Fusion from C3 to C7. Man. Well, hang in there, brother. We'll be praying for you. Yeah, that's a big deal there. Dang. All right, Jeff Nelson. Geez, I hope it can hold together a couple of weeks more. Got to get some more PMs. I know, I'm hearing you. All right, so this video here, this is a very important video, and it's not getting, the algorithm is not shooting it out to people. Not many people are seeing this, but October 1 is going to be very important for two reasons, and this video covers that. If you've not seen this video, I hope you will check it out. It's called Important. October 1, D-Day to Economic Collapse is a possibility. And I know that sounds crazy, but listen to the video and you'll see why. There's some very important things happening, especially with this strike that could be coming. And thanks to you guys for pointing it out to me. It's like I heard something about it in the news maybe a week or so ago, but didn't really pay much attention to it in some of the headlines. And that was in radio news, and I just was not listening that close. But here's the curse, all right? I'm going to show you guys the curse of this channel. Are you ready for it? Now, let's do a market watch real quick here, but I'm going to show you the curse of this channel here in just a moment. Let me get things situated where I'm going to show you the curse of this channel. I'm going to pull it out, and you're going to see it here in just a moment. But look at this. Oh, whoa! All right, now I'm really happy, guys. This is the high for silver. Silver's up 18 cents now. $31.90. We are 10 cents away from $32 silver. This is a pretty big deal because silver's up over a half a percentage point right now, 0.47%. Thank you, JM Elise, for posting a link to that video. Really appreciate that. In fact, I'm going to replace your pinned comment because if everybody that's here, if you could watch that video after I'm done live streaming, I'd appreciate it. Silver Lightning saw it, and I appreciate you watching it. Thank you, JM, for posting that. Okay, let's see here. So here we are. Gold is now broken through the previous high. It's now up $5.70. So the metals are moving. We've not looked at the volume tonight. We're supposed to do that half an hour ago. Here is the volume for gold. And there is the market open, I think, right here. Of course, this thing shows no pause for the weekend, so I don't really understand. That's why I kind of don't know where to go. It looks like it started here, and it's moved up with a relatively consistent volume for gold. Let's take a look at silver, shall we? Just for gits and shiggles. Oh man, Hoosier Stacker says don't pull it out in public. All right, I will refrain from doing that. Thank you, Hoosier Stacker, the 2-spot. Thank you, brother. If I did, I would trip. Oh my goodness, that's probably the best compliment I've received all night. Thank you, Count Terpula. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man. Jeff Nelson is reporting we have triple threes. That is the number of the Dimeback Daryl. That was his favorite number. So look at that, folks. Here is silver. Of course, depending on how you do this, where we go here. The volume is relatively down comparatively. 29 September. Trying to find where 6 o'clock is. What is 6 o'clock in military time? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, 1,800 hours. There's 1,800 hours. There's the gap. There it is. It's a rather tepid volume there happening, but you can see that big jump right there. And that's where the trading begins right there at 1,800 hours. Or just 1,800 hours. That's it. There's no 1800s. But excuse me while I whip it out. There you go. There it is. All right, live silver price. Boom shakalaka, up 17 cents now. Up 16 cents, moving back a little bit. There we go. All right. Michael K, Tuesday coming quick. Let us explore. Seeing the Asian Open at 6 p.m. And Michael K did join us and is here tonight. Now, this video is very special, but sadly, it is cursed. Why is this video cursed? I'm going to show you right now. Are you ready? Are you ready to see why this video is cursed? It is because of this. I'm going to show you. Let's see here. Let me pull this. Do this. Where are we at? This is the reason why the video is this is what is cursing the channel, right? This is my turntable. Okay, folks? Almost, in fact, it probably is almost. There may be 1 or 2 videos where the views have been okay. But every single time I pull out this, the turntable, every time I do it, I just, people don't watch. In fact, this is a good way to have you guys just leave, all right? If I want you guys to leave, I just do this. And then you guys are going to leave now because, I thought for sure people would like to see precious metals from different angles on a turntable like this. I figured, you know what? This is, better than just them sitting there, right? You can see them. You know what I'm saying? But these videos hardly get any views. Hardly any views at all. It's crazy. I don't understand it. It's the curse of the Salivate Metal channel. Oh, have a good night, Jam Unleashed. Appreciate it. Oh, no, he's staying here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Red Crawler loves a turntable. So I showed this turntable. Everybody's saying good night now. Oh, my goodness gracious. So, crazy. But, yeah, that's my luck. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to whip out the turntable on this video. And this video is just like collapsing in views. It's crazy. But anyways. Distracted by the shinies. Yeah, it's insane. And JM Unleashed almost got me. Tune turntables and a microphone. Yes, indeed. And do something new. Yeah, what more could I do new? I don't know. And the thing is, sometimes when I try something new, people don't like it. And, yes, indeed. So I don't know what else to do. Hanging in. Thank you, Costa Minos. Appreciate he's hanging in there. But I digress. So, all right. Very good. But this is the Market Watch. We don't want to draw people away. So let me put this silver back. And let's see here. So I don't know if I'm going to ever use the turntable anymore. I still may do it from time to time, but I don't know. Well, I mean, I like to show a lot of different precious metals on the channel, and I'm just not the kind to put a bunch of charts and graphs and fancy editing, that type of thing. But so I don't know what to do. What, Mark B? What do you want me to do? And the thing is, you know, it's there's other channels, by the way. I can tell you one channel that deserves a whole lot more views because of the fancy editing they do. And I haven't seen any content from them in a while. So I think they got burned out. They put so much time and energy and all of the editing, the B-roll and stuff like that. Silver Stacking University. And he doesn't get the love he deserves either. And so, yes, indeed. Well, what is that new approach, Mark B? Tell me what it is. Tell me what to do, Mark B. Let's see here. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. All right. Sniff Riffle says, we are witnessing the end of Western civilization. I tell you what, the way things are going, it would not surprise me, especially with all these migrants coming through and bringing their cultures and stuff. You know, again, no problem with different cultures and stuff like that, but they're implementing it upon us. They're not assimilating. Stack University. Mark B, I don't want to figure it out. You tell me what to do, Mark B. Don't make me figure it out. You're the one that says I need to do something new. What I'm going to do? No, Dax Ryan, I've never put myself on camera. Would never do that. In fact, it's a security threat. It's for security reasons why I don't do it. Plus, I'm not the best looking guy in the world anyway. And yeah, there you go, Steve C. Yeah, I could do that. I've put some pretty women on the thumbnails in the past, but that's almost like cheap, and it hasn't helped anyway. But anyways, more live streams and open panels. Take a question from the chat with your guest. Yes, and I've done that too, and we need to do that again as well, because those are always fun. But yes, we'll I don't know. We'll have an open discussion. I need to do that more too. But yes, indeed. All right. Maybe I'll ask that in a community tab. Mark Razor says here, wow, a 50% decrease of the silver price would be crazy. Makes me rethink my strategy. I hope it's a nothing burger, but if it does happen, I will be glad to buy as much as I can. Great view as always. Thank you. Yes, indeed. And that is what we've seen in the past, especially with the big stock market plunge that we saw recently. Silver got hit hard. Very good. All right. Oh, that's right. Native Stacker. Yes, that's right. They said there's no illegals here. Why? Because of temporary protective status, TPS. And so that's where they get around that, because they just blessed them, said, hey, you have this TPS. You're not illegal. But in reality, it's anyway, very good. All right. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have here? Thank you. Mark B is going to come up with something. Thank you. All right. Martinko says, if the dollar collapses, does the 32 trillion in debt just disappear? 32 trillion, I wish. It's $35.5 trillion now. I don't know what happens to the debt. They're going to probably, the dollar collapse, I don't think is going to happen. They're going to reset it before it happens, and which means that could be a time where they will revalue the debt and try to convince the world that everything is fine. Tony, I'd send you pics of my lady in nothing but chaps, and you can decide if they are okay for your stream. Oh man, I'm ready and willing. Tony, go for it, brother. All right, that would be, yes, indeed. Oh yeah, I'm sure she's a lovely lady. That's for sure. Yes, indeed. Michael K says, showing the thick bars, nice. Germanium mint bars are my fave. But don't get me wrong, I love those 100-gram gold bars by Pamp Suisse also. Thank you, Michael K. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Appreciate that so much. All right. Let's see here. Hello, Chill. Good to see you, Chill. Welcome. Dandy Don's Life says this, and then we'll look at the markets after this. Says, Sal, If silver goes down significantly, I am in and will buy all I can afford. What a buying dip opportunity. Yes, it would be a good opportunity for sure, but if others may get in on it, we could see premiums go up in that through the course of time. But yes, indeed. Reboot has just signed up to become an honorary citizen on his own accord. Thank you, Reboot. Good to see you. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Welcome. Thank you so much. Bellows Forge says we have 350 thumbs up. Thank you. Wow. So we're just 50 thumbs up away from 400. That would be great. Thank you so much, guys. All right, let's see what the markets are doing now. Silver's pulling back, showing some resistance here at $31.86, up 15 cents. Still good, though. And it did get higher in the evening so far. 31.90 is what we're showing here. That's right. It was up 18 cents earlier. Gold is up $4.80. And platinum and palladium are also both up. Palladium is up $6. Platinum is up $5. Indeed. Let's see here. Sal, I would send pics of my ex, but everyone posts them all the time. I think I've seen some of those, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. All right, let's see here. Count Derpila. All right, 350. Nice. Thank you, Count Derpila. All right, Tony Erickson has sent pics. Let's see here what this is. Oh, my goodness gracious. Whoa. Wow. Man, oh, man. Hot tamale. Dang. Yeah. I don't know if we could, wow. Man. I don't know if we could, what we could do with that. I'd be a little bit scared to show that. Plus, I'd have to actually save it and pull it up and then, and do that. And some windows would pop up doing that. So I got to be careful. That's why I don't show stuff that comes in from the email. I can't just pull that browser window up. But that would be a little bit. But wow. You're one lucky guy. Fortunate, blessed man. Tony Erickson. Yes, indeed. Wow. All right. Very good. Let's see. All right, look at this. Oh, man, that email has just sent silver going up even more. Now it's up 18 cents again. The high of the evening, 18 cents, 0.57, 31.90. We need, that's the Southern Bell. Yes, indeed. Ding-a-ding-a-ding, a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. Yes, indeed. All right. 31.90, 18 cents. Climb there for silver tonight. Gold up $5.50 now. I think that's a new high for tonight. $2,664.40. Folks, let that sink in for a moment. Gold is literally, let me just think about this here. It is about $45 away from $2,700 an ounce. That's amazing to me. It's crazy to think about that. And good to see Unknown One is here. Yeah, he's trying to get me more views. Yes, indeed. All right. Lazy Serial Killer. Good evening, Sal. What do you think about goldbacks? I'm glad you asked. To get the answer to that question, I interviewed the CEO of the Goldback Corporation, and I think you should watch this video. If you type Goldback CEO confronted on high premiums. And then right after, underneath that, this is why goldbacks work as money. So I hope you will check out both of those videos. It'll give you an insight as to why what goldbacks are for. They're not. And by the way, here's a hint: they're not for stacking, but it's fine to collect them, but they're not for stacking. So check it out. Check out both those videos if you get a chance. But thank you for asking the question. And John Bannon, who I don't think is with us, I think he left earlier, but I always appreciate him. I appreciate him being here. He says, I want a bull run on silver. Still, I wish I bought more gold than all the silver I did and have. I bought years ago and I've done well there and with silver. I'm always buying something. Sometimes a lot, sometimes not. Yep, that's good. You're continuing to stack and press on, and that's great. Very good. Let's see here. Long Live Coins is still with us. Good to see. He's got a honey pot there, looks like. Is that a honey pot, Long Live Coins? And let's see here. And Cladale D added 72 ounces of silver to the stack yesterday. Way to go, Cladale. Yes, indeed. Good addition there to the stack. North Georgia Prepper, any drop would be a good time to shop. I like that. Any drop would be a good time to shop on this. And Ominous Rooster says, what I find odd are even numbers. Aren't even numbers just odd? They're odd-looking entities, aren't they? 2s, 4s, 6s, such odd numbers. Very strange. Anyways, what I find odd is that I've not heard any discussion on end of fiscal year government funding. That's fiscal year government funding. Yep, that's right. This is the end of the federal fiscal year, is September 30th. That's tomorrow. And oh, thank you. JM Unleashed has posted a link to both those videos too. To who asked that. That's cool. Thank you for posting those, JM Unleashed. Very kind of you, sir. Open them up in a new tab if you want to watch them. And after this is over, you can watch those. James Owens here says, hello, Sal. No power here in South Carolina. I'm sorry, my friend. I pray that it can be restored soon. But love the show. Thanks to the person who sponsored a membership. Can I email you back when I'm online? All right. Well, you don't have to worry about emailing. We read your comment here on this live stream, James, and very kind of you. There are several that do post those, and they're very nice to do that. And Lars Job just gifted 50 of them earlier tonight. Very good. All right. Michael K., have a good night, my friend. Thank you so much for being here, Michael K. Very much appreciate your kindness and support and for watching. You are the man. And, oh, man, got another one. Whoa, wow. Man, all right. Yes, indeed. Oh, man. Yeah. Tony, man, she's got killer hair, too. All right. Thank you, Tony. All right, let's see here. Helen Dobbs says this. I'm glad I'm retired now, but I paid off a house and raised 4 kids on minimum wage, so I know it can be done. Always go to schools that you can and make something out of yourself. That's right. Amen. Well done, Helen. You've done a very good job. You've persevered and hang on, and you're still stacking and doing great things. So that's awesome. Very, very proud of you. Yes, indeed. Very proud of you, certainly, for sure. All right. All right. DD Prepper says here, excellent report, Sal. Thank you, sir. And DD Prepper, I appreciate him. He's been a very faithful viewer and very kind to comment and share his views, and I really appreciate that. If those union members would demand to be paid in real money, gold and silver, they probably wouldn't have to go on strike. Good point. Exactly. They need to stop accepting fiat worthless. Yeah, I know. And be nice. All right, very good. All right, thank you. Hoosier Stacker says, don't pull it out. All right, I'm going to keep it in. Hoosier Stacker, even after some emails I just received. Thank you, Hoosier. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, my friend. Hoosier Stacker is the man. Appreciate that, brother. All right. And Copper Bone says, greetings from the Garden of Missouri. Nice. Josh Hawley country there in Missouri. Thank you, Copper Bones. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. All right. Yeah, stay in shape. Silver is heavy. Indeed it is. True that. True that. And let's see here. We got the Silver Surfer. Tennesseans need FEMA. Where's the help? Yes, bad flooding in eastern Tennessee, as well as Asheville, North Carolina, and parts of western North Carolina. I mean, absolutely horrible. And it's a bad situation there. We pray that they can be worked out and people can get relief soon. Housing and all that stuff. Bad stuff. All right, here. Brian McDaniel has been very kind to watch some of the older videos. Means a lot that he does that. And he says, I was looking up ultrasonic cleaning for my generator's carburetor. One of your videos popped up in the list. Am I going to find a Salivate Metal barbecue recipe also? Yes, and I'm going to be debuting it in Springfield, Ohio. What else have you done videos on? Actually, solar, but everything is done in related to metal in one way or another, and most every single way. But if you look up cooking with silver, Brian McDaniel, you might be surprised at what you find there. Yes, indeed. I've actually done some cooking on this channel for sure. And, all right, let's see here. Dove season is here. Good to see dove season. He probably could have used some of the rain from that hurricane over where he's at. It probably would have been nice, huh? Let's see here. Very good. Cyber Curtain Twitcher. I certainly missed the $15 silver days, but equally missed the $1,200 gold days. Indeed. In fact, I don't know if Cyber Curtain Twitcher isn't here, but I do remember him saying that he was going to be waiting for the $1,300 dip. It never came, but I digress. It would have been nice. Very good. Let's see here. All right. All right. Thank you, Steve C. You are the man. Thank you, brother. Have a wonderful evening, Steve C. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see. Where are we at? Let's get to the next comment here. Wasilla Stacker says, thank you for the content as always, and I'm hoping to catch the Sunday Night Market Watch live later this afternoon. We are here, Wasilla, so I hope you will come in and say hello to us, because you would be from a very different climate than dove season. From the deserts of Arizona to the cold chill of Wasilla, Alaska, that would be quite the range for sure. All right. Let's see here. And we've got the DD Prepper on this video. And we're going to take a look at the markets after this. That's a beautiful stack on the turntable. Now I'm dizzy. Uncle Sal, just a friendly reminder, I still have not received my adoption papers. Oh, my goodness. They're in the mail. Yes, indeed. All right. Glad you enjoyed that. I wish more people enjoyed it and saw it. But it's the curse of the channel, the turntable. Let's see here. All right. Let's see what we've got. We are now going to transition over here to the markets and see what they're doing. Zardoz is here. Good to see Zardoz is with us tonight. And look at this. A little bit of a pullback from recent gains. Silver was up at a topping out of 18 cents up tonight. It is now up 14 cents. Still pretty good, but not as good as it was at 18 cents. Gold is up $6.10, so it is continuing to make headway. That's the high it's been tonight so far, to $2,665 an ounce. Another dollar and it'll be an evil price. Platinum up 5, palladium up 6 now. There it is. All right. Awesome, awesome. Very good. Brad Lewis is here. Good evening. Hope you're all doing well. Hello, Sal, everybody. Here's some 888 for the moderators, because they were great. All right, there you go. That's right. We love the moderators here. You guys are awesome. Very, very good. Let's see here. All right. Homestead Aquarius, great reporting, Sal. Thank you, Homestead. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Oh, wait. Oh, boy. Let's see here. All right. Oh, I'm going to check that out. I'm going to study that one closely here after the stream, Tony Erickson. Wow. All right. Let's see. One thing to get me off my game, that's going to do it. Man, I tell you. Let's see here. All right. Johnny B. October is going to be a crazy month for sure. 4 weeks left for the globalists to pull something before the election. I tell you what, there's a lot of fear. And as we get closer, there's going to be a lot of stuff that could happen. Watch out. Anything could happen. And it's going to be very interesting and actually pretty scary and concerning for the country of what they do. Man, I tell you. Right now, I'm not as focused as I should be, if you want me to be honest with you guys here now. Been thrown off my game here a little bit. All right, let's see here. I got to slurp some coffee to calm me down here, if there is such a thing. All right. Now, John Bannon says, great info and video. Thank you, with a 488 thumbs up. Actually, I thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Cybercurrent Twitcher, I guess we'll all just have to wait and see. Indeed, we will, and it will be very interesting to see. Let's see here. And Bill Arrington, hopefully they come together at the bargaining table before it escalates. Love the rotating display. Thank you, Bill. You are the man. I appreciate that. Thanks for noting the rotating display. All right. And Adam Jam says the government will intervene, avert a strike. Yep, they probably will. Something's going to happen. It probably will be averted. We'll see what happens. Serene889 says, if silver goes down 50%, then I did good selling some at 32.50. Yes, you did. I'd say if you sold at 32.50, you did good. We'll see here. All right. That's right, Lidford. I agree with that. All right. And let's see here. We've got Mark Emberg says, how will Washington fund the wars then? Good question. Good question. Good question. And we've got this from Steve C. Our esteemed Steve C. says this, I've been saying it for years. Years to operators at the mines I work at. Soon they will not need equipment operators at all. The machines will be automated to run on a computer program. We took delivery of our first loader that can be run by a remote operator off-site. This is going to happen, folks. Australia has equipment with no cabs right now. Yep, it's with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and everything. Where cars are now, I mean, good grief, the Teslas can drive themselves now. I mean, they literally are fully automated with their newest release. It's crazy. All right, John Goldsworthy. Thank you for popping in tonight, John. I'm sorry I didn't say hello to you. Thank you for being here, John. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up on the button on the way out. By the way, how many thumbs up do we have tonight? Curious. We want to try to get to 400 if possible. No worries, Tony. Those are good interruptions, I will say. All right. Johnny B says, we're getting there. Keep stacking. Thank you, Johnny. All right. Sign Up says, you always have a good presentation. Wow, a compliment from Sign Up. I don't see that very often. Thank you, Sign Up. I appreciate it. Hasn't helped the views, but I appreciate that. Thank you, Sign Up. Very kind of you to say. All right, let's see here. And we've got this. Illegal Smurf says this. Silver today is only $3 higher than it was in September 2020, when inflation started its huge acceleration. Prices of most things up 50 to 100%. Silver's performance is absolutely terrible. It has completely failed to keep up with 4 years of inflation. Well, I beg to differ. In fact, silver's price performance begs to differ too. In September 2020, we saw a run-up of everything after the economic hardships and what we saw after it ran down. But I don't know that it got to $27 an ounce. In fact, no, I guess if it's 31 now, it would be $28 an ounce. If it did, it was only briefly did it get there. So yes, I don't think we saw that. So yeah. And again, you can pick any two dates, Illegal Smurf, to make any kind of thing look good or anything look bad. Any entity. I've talked about that before too. You can make any argument about any investment, any stock, any commodity, and then make it look really good or really bad. It's about the long term. It's about the average, and it's about the performance. And again, I know I'm using January 1 till today, the performance that we're seeing right now. But it's a trend line. It's a trend line that's been going on for most of the year, really since March. But that's what we're seeing here, and talking about this bull run in both metals, and silver's outperforming gold. So, anyways, but thank you, Illegal Smurf, for your comments. Steve C, I feel everything depends on who wins the election. You know what? I agree. Politics does have an influence. And but I think we might be surprised at where things could go if that does occur. I mean, I do think that it's going to be good for, I think, gold either way, because there's more global impact on the gold market than the silver market. But I think that it's probably going to go up either way. It may go up a lot more, though, if we see Kamala get elected. Silver, I think it's probably going to go up either way as well, too. If Kamala gets in there, we're going to see probably more spending, more green energy initiatives, which will require more silver, and probably more mandates to go to EVs. They're going to push that even harder on us if she wins, especially if they get a Democrat-controlled Congress. With Trump, if Trump is able to turn the economy around, and get real money, in other words, dollars that aren't being printed by the federal government, Federal Reserve, and get those dollars flowing and get the economy really spurring back up through domestic production and tax cuts, I think that could mean more demand for items that have silver in them. So I think it's probably going to be good either way, but that's in a general sense. Art Best says, prepare, keep on stacking. That's right. Let's do 2 more comments and we'll take a look at the markets. It's been an exciting night tonight. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Pieris Ryan says, could inflation be set to fall significantly? How will that affect the price of silver and gold in the next few months? Oil Brent crude has fallen since July 1 from 86.60 to 71.98. That's a significant reduction at 16.88. Yes, Pieris Ryan, that is because of the market and because the United States has been pushing a bunch of these reserves in for months now, and now I'm of the understanding that even more of those reserves have been released for political reasons. There's that. Yeah, but if inflation continues to fall back to 2%, it's not that significant, but we'll be back to normal, so to speak. But it's going to pick up again because they've started quantitative easing before they even cut rates. And there's talk that they may even cut rates by 50 basis points again. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. All right. Very good. Okay, Shan says, very informative, Sal. Thank you. Thank you, Shan. Appreciate you watching this. And Dean R. Let me get over to this. Dean R says, we in deep poopy, so many things coming together to create the perfect storm. I understand the workers wanting increased wages, but 40% seems pretty extreme. Indeed, it does. Automation will change our economy for sure across most industries. You're right, Dean. Yep, that 40% is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. These unions, they've got too much power and influence. You know, there was a time when they were effective and it made sense, but most of the time, not anymore. They've become political machines, and the dues are crazy for them. The dues that people have to pay. Let's just answer this one here quick, and then we'll get to the markets from Brian McDaniel. I really hope it doesn't come down to that. It'll be a big shock for people to realize how much of their life is just luxury. Most people have no idea what the old saying, dirt floor poor, really means. You're right. True that. Red Crawler, Kamala wore a $62,000 gold necklace on the border. Maybe a signal to the swamp. Wow. Crazy. I remember she had a Tiffany silver necklace for that. Maybe the same one. Maybe it was a gold that she wore before that she was criticized for. That's crazy. All right, let's do this. See what we've got here. Silver is pulling back some of the gains it had released. It was up 18 cents earlier in the night. Now it is up 13 cents, 0.41% to 31.85. Still a pretty good clip and a pretty big increase in the short amount of time. Just over 2 hours have been going here. Gold, though, continues to climb. Look at this. Gold is now up 0.27%. $7.20 to $2,666.10. Wow. The evil number there. Crazy. Platinum up 3, palladium up 4. Crazy. All right. Let's see here. Let's answer a few more here. We've got silver heist. Gold gets the headline, but silver is having a good year too. Some of both metals is good to keep adding to the stack. Indeed, they are. You're right, silver heist. And Paul Tissue is adding to this algorithm here, which I appreciate very much. And we've got Tomoko's Enterprise. Oh, how I love those Scottsdale Pour bars. Yeah, they're pretty cool stuff, especially the 100 grammers. Just never have any of them. They like the company of their own kind. Yes, good post today, Sal. The times are showing no slowing of spot. That's right. Bring it on. Thank you, Tomoko. It's been a pretty exciting market indeed. And Skywalker Precious Metals chimes in and says about 20K on that wheel. Wow. I didn't even think about that. Man, I bought some more fractional silver at spot today. Way to go. That's the way to buy fractional. If you can get it at spot, that's awesome. Way to go, Skywalker Precious Metals. Appreciate that, my friend. All right. Very good. Let's see here. Let's see here. $62,000 Tiffany and Company necklace, says Jam Unleashed. That's a headline from the New York Post. One Species says, another wonderful video. We watched this one, and I personally like the Tier 1 asset mentioned, and I really believe that this is a very important distinction which has not been in effect for decades. Thank you, One Species. Appreciate that. And Dan's Weirin, 1492, says this: silver has outperformed gold barely this year. Silver is way behind gold otherwise. Another example of useless clickbait BS headline. Well, I'm telling you, Dan's, it is up. Look at the numbers I posted in there, and it has outperformed gold. Would you so Dan's? If I would have put in the title that silver's outperformed gold barely, then it would not be a clickbait headline. Dan's, get a clue, buddy. Richard Vaughn says, maybe the teachers' unions will have a strike and the kids will get more stupid. Yes, maybe so. I tell you what, I think public schools make kids stupid these days. Thank you, Sal. Thank you, Jesus is King. Appreciate it. And we've got Richard Vaughn says here, let the union workers strike. After all, we have an endless supply of immigrants that would be more than happy to take their jobs for a lot less money. Tell you what, that's actually a good point for sure. Yes, indeed. All right, folks. Let's see. Let's get Felix the Cat says here. A little bit of longer one. We'll get this. And Felix studies the Fed through speeches they give to other bankers, and I disagree with the analysis you referenced and said they are now doing QE again. Not true. We still have a restrictive policy. One rate cut makes it less restrictive, but it's still restrictive, and they're still doing QT. Well, not according to the M2 money supply, Felix the Cat. The M2 money supply will tell you differently. It is going up. They are printing more money. Actually, they're not printing it. They're just digitizing it. And they're not going to tell you, by the way. In fact, let me see if I can pull this up. Let's see here. Let me just post this right here. Here's the M2 money supply, and when we narrow this in a bit, we can see that this is a restrictive policy right here. But since April 2023, it's been up and then sort of flat, but it is going up. We are in quantitative easing. It's not quite as dramatic, but they are printing more money now. Or else this is not tightening. When it goes up like this, that is not tightening, sir. This is not tightening. This is going in the opposite direction. So there it is. The proof is not in the pudding in this case. It is in the Fred. And they're printing money. Anyways, I think you're probably doing yourself a disservice by listening to those speeches, because they're not going to just tell you this. They don't want you to. They're going to only tell you what they want you to know, but they can't. They have to print the data. They have to show the data, and they're showing the adjusted movement to the upside. We are not in a tightening cycle. Anyways, the Fed rates funds would also have to show that below 1.5% or thereabouts. We don't know exactly where the neutral interest rate is right now, but it would have to go below. They have to begin an easing cycle. I don't believe the Fed is doing that through useless. The rails have come off. The unemployment goes way higher. We're still at a historically low unemployment. They want us to believe they're planning more rate cuts. Well, the thing is, what about those 818,000 jobs that they misreported? What is the true unemployment number? Look at the U6 number, not the U3, by the way. They want us to believe there are plenty more rate cuts, but they're always data dependent, and the data always seems to change. If there is an uptick in inflation, that will put them an excuse to pause. Yes, that's right. And likely that will happen. We will see inflation tick up again. Because why? They're printing money. They have to print money, Felix. They've got to print money. And there's something else at Felix that is not going to be showing up in the M2 money supply, at least not right away. And that is repurchase agreements. And that is these bailouts for some of these banks. We saw that in September through December 2019. A lot of money to the tune of $700 billion went just within the banking sector. And there's also a lot of money going in the stock market, propping it up. And so it's bad news. We are in an easing cycle. It may not be as dramatic as what we saw in 2020, but look what we've been seeing since 2010. In fact, if you take a look at this, let me just show you this real quick here. If we go out a little bit more here, and we look what happened here when QE1 happened. QE1 occurred right here. In fact, really, the TARP stuff happened in 2008. But here it is. I guess this is when QE1, well, maybe QE1. Let me see here. It's kind of hard to see because this is like piddly amount of money creation compared to this. And so, which makes this even worse. So looky here. Recession hits. There's QE1, which is a little bump here. Here's QE2, QE3, and really this is QE4 and to infinity. I think it's right here. And oh, I'm sorry. Well, I don't know. I don't know how you would even where you'd start that. It seems like it's just been a steady climb up. This might be QE4, but you can see that. So you think of where we are with the money supply and where this is now. Look at that, and then take a look at this. Let me see if I can do this. If I do this here, look at that. And now let me move this over. Let me widen it just over to here. See that? There's your, that's not tightening. I guarantee you that's not tightening. Boom, 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 boom. Anyways, there it is. All right. Enough of that. But thank you for your comment, Felix. I think I've shown you that we're not in a tightening session at all. All right. Sal, you know I'm all over it about checking out Platinum videos. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And I don't have my boilerplate here. PC Coinstar was first on this one. And I mistakenly did that. Well, anyways, folks, we had a nice night. Thank you so much for being here. I'm over my time because Rocky Superstar is now live streaming, and I'm over time. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. I don't know how many thumbs up we have, but hopefully we'll get 400 tonight. You guys are awesome. If you could hit the thumbs up button the way out so we can get there, I'd appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Have a wonderful evening. Appreciate it. Keep your feet on the stars. Keep reaching for the ground. We're going to be back here on Tuesday night. Thank you for your support and kindness. Have a good night, all. Take care. See ya.